Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie Carvajal and I'm a YouTube Strategic Partner Manager. I've been with Google for almost 6 years this summer, the whole time at YouTube in the content side of things within the operations organization. And that was my second job out of college. I joined as a partner operations manager. And what does that mean? I was kind of like in the support organization, helping troubleshoot issues on a day-to-day basis of the operations of partners in Latin America. Now, as a strategic partner manager, I manage the relationships with these partners and am kind of an ambassador for the company. I'm that first point of contact. I help them with anything from strategic business questions to technical, operational, more legal questions and policy questions. So I would consider myself a generalist in that sense, whereas I know a little bit of everything so that I can help my partners have a business on the platform of YouTube. And so I specifically work with artists from LATAM, so Spanish-speaking Latin America, and US Latin. So I've worked with artists such as Daddy Yankee, Ozuna, Anuel, to Mana. I mean, there's just a whole list. And what my day-to-day looks like, I have a lot of phone calls, I have a lot of video calls, and I check in with a lot of these partners to see what are their plans, what are they going to come up with, what are they going to create for their channel, and what is planned around that? What is a marketing plan? When are they planning to upload certain things? What type of content are they planning to do in terms of videos, right? So when we say what type of content, we're thinking, what format are you going to do? Are you going to just have the music video, right, for the song that you're going to release? Are you going to have a trailer, a teaser? Are you going to have a lyric video? Are you going to have a challenge? Are you going to create a choreography around it? Just what types of content are you going to create around this release that you're planning to have? So that's just one of the conversations we have. In addition to that, I help explain to them, how to make money on YouTube. How is it that you can monetize as a partner? What is it you have to turn on, right? What ad settings do you need to turn on? And what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that when you upload something to YouTube, you're claiming that that content is 100% yours and that you have the rights to it? So we have all these conversations. Normally, when we weren't in the pandemic, we also did a lot of events, so a lot of industry events. So now that I'm working with artists, I would go to like the Latin Grammys or the Latin Billboards and other music conferences. Before, when I worked more on the creator side of things with YouTubers, there were a lot of creator camps and YouTube pop-up spaces. And at a YouTube pop-up space, we delivered workshops. So it's kind of like a YouTube space where creators can go and take a class on something, how to optimize their brand, how to work with their channel, how to work with advertisers, all types of topics, some more technical, right? How to use cameras and lighting and production kits or editing. But yeah, so normally when we weren't in the pandemic and on lockdown, we go out and do these events. The most recent one I did was a pop-up space in Miami. I did a lot in Mexico City, and we have them all over the world. So there was a lot of that external event component to it. So it's a lot of like experiential marketing as well. I went to Columbia University and I majored in economics, political science, and Hispanic studies. And like I said, once again, I consider myself a generalist. I've always been on the business side of things. But a Bachelor of Arts prepared me for that. For the position at YouTube, I'm Latina, so I speak Spanish, I'm bilingual, and the position was to support partners in Latin America, so that was huge. Being able to speak and write Spanish was a huge plus for me. Within my first job, I had learned how to, communicate clearly, how to troubleshoot, how to work cross-functionally with all these different teams. And I was able to demonstrate that I would be able to bring that to Google and be able to service my YouTube partners by doing the same thing. So as a partner operations manager, I had to communicate via email a lot, via chat, via phone calls, and I had to be able to have that clear communication with the partners to say, hey, what is it that's wrong with your account, with your channel, with your content, and what are you trying to do so that I can help you do it and let's troubleshoot. So obviously I was able to show them, hey, I could do this. I've done this before with a lot of back and forth. and I'm able to support these partners. Another skill that was very important in this position was I needed to have experience working externally, right? So speaking to people outside of the company. A lot of roles and a lot of jobs don't do that. Mine does, and I have always done that, and I enjoy that. You need to figure out, do you like something more internal facing or external facing? In my case, I've always worked with customers and clients. So once again, I proved that it was a good match for that reason. I had that experience, that professionalism, and kind of it's being cognizant of the delicacy, right, of being able to manage a partner and a customer. One advice that I would say to people interviewing or looking for jobs, especially now with this pandemic going on, is you need to not be afraid to talk to people, to ask questions, to want to learn. If you have the desire to learn from others, you're gonna start getting pieces of information, invaluable information that you otherwise wouldn't have, and that will help you make certain decisions, right? So if you speak to me at Google and at YouTube, now you have an idea about what I do, and you're like, I could potentially want to do that. Or you may say, you know what, that's not for me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to work with clients. But you can go speak to a software engineer somewhere else and learn about what that entails. You can learn and speak to someone in legal or marketing or an operations role or a policy role. There's so many things. And I think the more you learn about this, the more you have in your toolkit to be able to make a decision of what path you want to take. That's step one. I wish when I was younger I had spoken to a lot more people so that I could understand what is the spectrum of roles out there and professions, right? Because there's really so many options. I would say that's step one. Step two is really take the time to reflect. I think that's not emphasized enough of what are your strengths? What is it that you're good at? What is it that your friends tell you that you're good at? Are you witty? Are you fast? Are you thoughtful? Are you introspective? Think about these characteristics that are a part of you and really think about what is it that you enjoy, what is it that you want to do, and how do you tie that together with the job opportunities and career opportunities that are out there. You want to maximize for those strengths that you already have. Well, I hope this was a helpful overview, and thank you so much for listening.